cold start. Hear that V8 power?
Well, good morning everybody and welcome to the channel. Hey, today I'm going to do a rundown on my Tundra. What I mean by that, I'm going to go through its year end, so it's time to do a little year in review on my Toyota Tundra back here, the mods and things that I've done to it, how they're holding up. I'm going to show them all to you, show you everything that I've got on the truck. So, first off, it's dirty. I know it's dirty, but this is how it is. This is when you use your truck, you know? It doesn't sit in the garage and stay clean. So let's start here in the front. First of all, we changed out the hood bulge. We changed out the bumper surround, which actually came with the insert in it, so it's really a whole new grill in the front. Of course, we had to relocate the TSS system, you know, the lovely system that's behind the badge here. Everything has worked out great. I love the look. Also added the bumper caps, both on the front corners, as you guys can see here. And these are actual caps that go over the chrome bits that are on the truck. Same thing here in the back. They're on, other than being dirty, as I mentioned, they've held up well. I haven't had any issues with them. They stay on, no problems whatsoever. Now, back up here in the front, I did add a front-facing camera. It is right here, you guys can see, nice and tight on there. I had a question recently, again, about how I put it on. It is just held on with double-sided tape, taped underneath this little edge here. And there's only about 1/4 inch, but it has held really well, no problems whatsoever with it. I will mention, I don't take this truck through automatic car washes, so would one of those brushes grab a hold of it? I can't really say, because I don't do it. Now, let's go up here. I did put a short antenna on here. I won't call it a stubby per se. It's about, I think it's somewhere in the 12 to 14 inch range. It works perfectly. I don't lose any signal or anything like that. I love it on here. It does have a carbon fiber look, and that's to match a little bit of carbon fiber accenting that I did inside. And we'll get to that. While we're standing over here, let's take a look at the exhaust. Can't see much of it, I know, but I did put a dual TRD exhaust on. I love the exhaust note of this. It's awesome. I think it sounds really good on this truck. It's a great pairing with the V8, especially if you don't want something that's going to be overbearingly loud. You know, I've had other exhausts in the past, and some of them you get a bit of a drone, you know, and I don't mind a drone per se, as long as it's a nice throaty sound. Perfect for this truck. I love it. While we're back here in the bed, I did put the side rails on with the adjustable cleats. These things are great. I love the way these work. I love the way they're set up. Easy to slide these things back and forth if you need to tie things down. Perfect for the inside of the bed on the Tundra. Oh, you can see the RobMotive decals, of course. Those have held up really well. Let's move over here to the tires. The wheels and tires are what came on the truck. I didn't change those, but I did add bumper caps in here to hide the, or not bumper caps, they're actually lug nut covers, to hide the chrome covers. Again, I am a devout anti-chromist, so whatever I can do to get rid of the chrome, I do. These things are fantastic, very inexpensive, very durable, and give you a good look on there. If you're looking to hide or even protect the lug nuts on here, pretty cool little addition, I think. Looking over here, we also put on the Predator style side steps, or they're not really running boards. I would call them side steps. I really like these. I will say that they don't give as much surface as the OEM running boards that came on the truck did. In other words, when you step out, of course, you have to hit the rung there. It might be a little more slippery in a winter climate. I don't live in a winter climate, so I'm not so concerned about that myself. Back here on the tailgate, you'll notice I did take all the chrome badging and stuff off. Actually, I think on this truck it was blacked out, but still, I didn't want that stuff on the truck, so I took it off. I did put the Tundra inlays in, the Tundra lettering there that you can see. These are awesome. They work really well. They've held up really well, and it just gives a little depth to the stamping on the back of the Tundra with the name. I think it's pretty cool. Of course, I tinted the windows, just the fronts. They're somewhere around, I think it's 28 to 32%, something like that, trying to match up with the already tinted rears. They look really good. I'm very happy with that. The truck overall is lifted. It has a 3-1 lift, a leveling lift on it, and I'm happy with that. I did put wheel spacers on. I have 1 1/4 inch Bora wheel spacers. No issues with those. I love those. Kind of gives you a little poke on the tires, if you will. Better stance on the truck, I think. Let's pop the hood real quick. Got something to show you under there. Go over here to the front. This is an aesthetic mod for me, I've mentioned before, but I did put the TRD cold air intake on. People have asked, do I notice anything with it? I don't really notice any more sound. I certainly didn't notice any kind of fuel economy increase. So for me, it's just merely an aesthetic add. I love the way it looks. I love when you pop the hood, you've got that under there. Pretty darn cool, I think. Shut that. All right, let's take a look on the inside. We'll start in the back. Just some minor things in here, really, nothing major. In the back, we did the little toolbox kind of shelf lining, this stuff right down here, just to keep things from bouncing around, and it works really well. Nothing jars around or bounces around back here. I don't have any noises from things rattling, which drive you nuts when you're out on the road. I don't have any of that. Highly recommend doing this. I have a video on the channel about how I did it, if you want to check that out. Grab handles. These were sent to me by Terrence Tatum. Thanks again, Terrence. I appreciate that. These are great for people getting in and out of the truck. Of course, you do have a grab handle here, but these still come in very handy for moving around and getting in and out of the truck. Perfect. Let's go to the front. Start right here. I did add a driver's side grab handle. This thing is awesome for getting in and out. Should come in the truck standard, I think, but of course it doesn't. You can see here I put vent cover carbon fiber pieces on. I love the look of this. Again, trying to get rid of as much of the chrome look as I can. These are just a stick-on application. They come from Tough Skins. So check them out. There is a discount code for them from me. It's RobMotive 10 if you're looking for anything from them. Let's go ahead and step up in here. Carrying on with the theme of carbon fiber, I did put the little carbon fiber pieces here around the Toyota emblem. Looks pretty good. And then of course covering the rest of the vents on down. I do have the TRD shift knob in here. I do like this. There is another version that's all black out there, I think, that I actually like a little bit better. I painted the actual cover around this. This pops off, and I painted it to dull it out a little bit. I left it in this kind of pewterish color because I wanted it to match the rest of the truck. Otherwise, I probably would have painted it black. And I may still do something more with this, I don't know. I also have inserts in here. You guys can see down there is one. Again, these come from Tough Skins. Over here in the doors, you can see there are some down in here as well. There's one down here in the doors themselves. They're kind of a rubbery material, just to keep things from bouncing around and dress it up a little bit. We have one here in the center too. Very nice addition, I think. Moving on to the center, we did do the wireless charging station. This came from Sparks Parts. Again, I'll mention there is a discount code that I have for you guys. It's RobMotive. It'll give you 5% off from Sparks Parts. And of course, the custom RobMotive badge here in the middle. This is one of my favorites. I don't know, probably because I have the channel. I just think it's cool. You can get these from Tough Skins once again. You can put whatever you want to on there. As long as it fits in the space that that you have to use here, it works really, really well, and I really like this. One of my favorite mods. Inside the glove box, I did put a little organizer shelf there, just to kind of keep things organized. That works pretty well. I really like that. And let's see, I believe, oh, there's one more thing, and a lot of people have commented on this, and these are the little seat gap fillers. These were actually sent to me by a fella named Stinger. Stinger, if you're still out there, still have these. I love them. I appreciate that. Very, very cool. And they keep stuff from falling in between your seat. You know, French fries, change, that kind of stuff. And they work really, really well. Anyway, that is a quick rundown of everything that I have in the truck. My favorite probably is the lift and the wheel spacers, to be honest. Just gives the truck a meaner, wider stance. And I think it looks really good. And I think a 3-1 lift on the Tundra is perfect. And you don't have to get into any kind of other, you know, suspension changes or anything like that, because you're not changing the geometry of the truck that drastically. Anyway, that's my rundown of everything that I've done to the truck since I've had it. I don't think I've forgotten anything. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this stuff. Do you have any of this stuff in your truck? Any of these things you're looking at getting? I'd be curious to know. As usual, appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on the web. Have a great day. Bye.